Phones have changed the way we live our everyday lives. They certainly made it a lot easier in some ways, but they also make us feel constantly reminded of the stress and pressure in this fast-paced world. It's replaced maps, books, calendars, cameras, music players, calculators, and well, pretty much anything you can think of, the smartphone probably has. It's kind of crazy to think about how much we rely on these things. So for today, we're going to turn off our little handy companions and try to experience Vienna without our phones. Okay, but where are we? All right, so I'm gonna turn my phone off.
Nope, that's not gonna do it.
Ooh, okay. Maps. Yes. Landstraße sounds familiar. Let's find a park. Nope, too far. No. All right, well, I didn't totally come unprepared. I decided to bring my hiking compass because, well, maybe it's useful. All right, let's see what we can do.
Sam, we're not even at our starting point yet.
What? Where are we going? So we just took an Uber for a really long time, and I have no idea where we are, but it is much quieter here than where we were before. So should I take my blindfold off? Oh my gosh. Where are we? Whoa. Doesn't even feel like we're in Vienna anymore. Yeah.
We did think about some challenges for you for today.
Okay. This is my first challenge. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Okay. Experience Vienna without a phone. Congratulations, you've been chosen to experience a day in Vienna without a smartphone. Sounds fun, right? My main goal is to make it to Stephansdom in 1st District, buy a Viennese souvenir, buy some traditional Viennese food, find out what's happening today in Vienna, use an Austrian newspaper for that. I don't think I've ever done that before. Write a nice letter to the office, and find a nice Viennese cafe, and don't get lost. Yeah, but we'll probably get lost, but it's okay. Okay, there's some more rules. No public transport, Uber, or taxi. I can ask for directions, but I'm not allowed to mention the 1st District, Stephansdom, or anything related to that. You're allowed to ask the crew for help, but don't expect anything helpful. Good luck. I think I'm gonna need a little luck. Okay.
We do have something that might help you.
Yeah, what's that? Chocolate? Is this a clue? What do I do with it? Is this to bribe people for directions?
This is like a Glücksbringer.
Oh, I didn't know that. So it's gonna bring me luck.
Yeah.
Okay, I will take it.
It's totally gonna help you.
I think it will totally help me today. So this might seem like it's scripted, but I did not know the plan at all for today. So I really have no idea where we are. Okay, so now I just have to figure out how to get to Stephansdom. I know where we started. Here.
Sam thought it would be a great idea to ask the crew for some help.
When was the last time you used a map? Like a real map?
I actually never used a real map.
What?
Me neither. I just use
How is that possible?
I just use Google Maps.
Turns out we're not really helpful at all. After Sam managed to figure out how the map works,
Oh, they have all the street names on here. Oh my god. Yeah.
we decided to leave the park. Oh, and by the way, I'm Benny, the cameraman, and my purpose in this film is to basically tell you everything that's going wrong. that was the wrong path, but yeah.
So I see a street sign over here and a map. Yes, okay. Let me check out this street sign because I know that with the street signs, the district number is always before it. So looks like we're in 10th district. Here, okay. 10th district, Wienerberg.
Honestly, after finding out which district she was in, it wasn't that hard to find a bigger street nearby.
Now would be the point that I would usually just pull it up on Google Maps. So the sign here says Zentrum this way, so I think that's a good sign. So we just kind of walked across this market, and I think we're gonna go and try to find some food. And it smells so good. Ein Schnitzel mit Huhn und Vienna Würstelstand mit Pommes? Yeah. So I think Austrian traditional food, check. So we just had some really good food, and I'm feeling pretty good that we're like headed in the right direction because it's feeling a lot more alive here than where we started earlier. So now we just gotta head north, I think.
Are you sure it's this way?
No, but okay. Maybe my compass will actually come in handy. It's that way. So I just had this idea, we could take a scooter so we don't have to walk, but you also need your phone for that, so by foot we go. Yeah, subscribe to Vienna Würstelstand and you can join our followers.
1 billion.
1 billion followers, that's the goal.
Hit the 1 billion.
Yeah.
While making our way to the central station, we came across a really weird art exhibition.
There's a bed in here.
There's a skull. Like there's an actual skull.
Yes. There's also skulls in here. But other than that, it looks pretty cozy. So I guess you never know what you're gonna run across when you're walking around the city. So I still gotta send my letter to the Würstelstand office. And I also was told it needs to be a poem. So I need a second to think about this. What rhymes with handy? What rhymes with Vienna? Vienna, that's a bit tricky. Vienna? Dearest Würstelstand office, a day without a handy, but I'm doing, I could try to find a souvenir, just dandy. Got lost once or twice, but the detour was still quite nice. Seeing Vienna without screens makes for a good day by all means. I told you this was going to be a really cheesy poem. So we're taking a little coffee break in a traditional Viennese cafe, so check for another task completed. Oh, it's so good. Actually, it's kind of really enjoyable. It's been a while since I've just left my phone off. It feels actually really refreshing to just, I don't know, take a little more time to look around and just enjoy it a bit more. Oh, well, this day has been full of surprises. But I'm actually more surprised how easy it's been to get around because We started pretty far out in 10th and we have made our way like pretty close to first. I feel like we're getting there in like no time at all. Yeah, and we've already like gone to places that I haven't been before and like kind of ran into weird art exhibits that I don't think we would have seen if we just went by on the train. Honestly, I think I would do this again because it's just been so much more relaxing of a day. Yeah, I feel like actually much more in the moment. So another task for today was to also find something in the Vienna newspapers. So we're gonna try to find some events going on here. And this is actually the first time I'm using one of these like cafe newspaper stands. Found a couple things about galleries. It's much easier just going to the Vienna Würstelstand.com website. Let's see, today, this is music. Ah, okay, we got a whole calendar here. Which club do we want to go to tonight, guys? We got a whole selection. The only trouble with this is that you can't find out more information. I want to know what these DJs are, but this is it. So it turns out we were just around the corner from Belvedere, which is actually really easy to find.
This looks really beautiful, so we could take a photo of it and send it to the office. The only issue is that you don't really...
I don't have my phone.
You know what? We do have something for you.
Yeah?
You could just, sketch it.
Draw it? Yeah, I think so. Maybe you'll be able to recognize what it is when I'm done. I'm not sure you can tell what it is by my drawing. So this is what I came up with after a minute or so of drawing, so don't judge me too much. But I think it turned out okay, so let's finish our journey, shall we? So we made it to First District and I think we're super close now.
So we made it to Kärntnerstraße.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely in the city center now.
So should we go to the Stephansdom?
Yeah, it's just around here. So we made it to First District and all without our phone and managed to complete all the tasks, which was actually not too difficult and it was a really nice way to spend the day. So let us know if you guys could survive a whole day without your phone.
That's it. That's the end. Sam actually made it to the First District and managed to complete all the challenges. It's safe to say that we all learned something from that experience. And it's really not that hard to get around in a city like Vienna. And by not using your phone, you actually end up seeing so much more. Are you down for a smartphone detox as well? Let us know in the comments. Don't get lost.